Alright, hopefully this is the last time I try to make this video. Anyway, this video is going to be about replacing or removing your glove box latch on the 1973 to 1987 GM full-size pickups, Blazers, and Suburbans. This will also work for the 87 through 91 K5 Blazer, 1-ton RV series pickups, and the RV series Suburbans. It may also work for the G series of vans from those years, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, in this video we're going to cover the glove box locks that do not have the key. To do the key locks is the same procedure. Key latches rather, is the same procedure, but you obviously need to have the key inserted for it to work. Okay, the reasons you may want to remove this latch are if you are going to paint your glove box door, you need to fix a loose or floppy latch or broken latch mechanism, or a broken hinge liner, like is the case with this one. As you can see, the lower hinge on these glove boxes is plastic. It is connected to the liner. They do wear out, and when they do, you need to replace the entire liner or find a different glove box. And that, to replace the liner, is 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips head screws. Fairly simple. Okay, so the first step, the first thing you want to do is get your glove box open, grab hold of this latch mechanism, and turn in counterclockwise motion. And what you're doing when you're doing that is you're loosening the retaining screw right here. It's not completely necessary, but it does make the job a little bit easier. So I recommend trying to do that. Once you have it so the latch kind of loosely flops around inside the shell there, it won't be too floppy, but it'll have a little bit of flop to it. It would, you can easily rotate it. What you want to do is place the latch into the lock position. So to do that, you're going to want to lift up the lock mechanism. You'll hear it click like that. If your latch is broken, you may have to hold it up with your finger. Hopefully not, though. Okay. Now you've got this loosened a little bit. Got a little play in the hole there. And it's in the closed position. Now looking at the latch, here's your passenger side door. If you look right in there, you're going to see a little window right there. Okay? Now this is the reason you have to have the latch in the closed position. If you're in the open position, as you'll see right here, you do not see a little metal retaining tang in there. All you see is that threaded piece that holds tension on your latch and sandwiches it between the metal shell. This latch, in the closed position, you can see in that hole, see that little metal tang right there? The recessed one? That's what you need to depress in order to get this latch apart. So to do that, hopefully this will be able to see this here. Maybe this will be better. You want to use a straight pick like this. Go inside, depress that, and then you should when you depress it, you should be able to pull down on this. Now it's a little tricky to do on camera here, but I keep slipping off of it. Trying to do this the best I can on camera here, guys. Sorry if it falls out of view. Alright, so I had to depress, but it was just sticky a little bit. So then you'll pull it down and you'll be one click down, as this one is now. Now what you need to do, in that window again, you'll see another tang. This time it's brass. Right there. Depress that, and again, pull down. Presto. Falls apart. Alright. So now with this piece out, you can see the tangs you were depressing right here. This was the first one, that silver bump, and then this one is the second one right here. So all you're trying to do is just wedge them down, and then just pull down, wedge the next one, pull down. You do not need to pry on this chrome cap. If you do pry this cap off of here, you will not get it back on. You might, but you might hit a bump and it might fall off again. You know, that's going to destroy your latch mechanism. So now with it out, we can look at the innards of it. Here's that screw and retaining clip I was telling you about before. Again, unscrewing it a little bit will give you more room in that window hole, so that does help. So that's that. Okay. Now we'll assemble it back onto this box, just so you can get an idea of how it all goes back together. Again, hopefully this helps some people. I know I had a hell of a time trying to figure this out. I looked online, but I just couldn't understand what people were saying. The pictures weren't all that great. You know, there's a lot of good forums out there for Chevy, especially this generation. It seems like it's getting more and more popular. I used to just go on, it was 67 to 72 ChevyTrucks.com, and they had a great little section for the square body trucks, but now there's actually just square body ones just dedicated to these trucks. I don't know how in view this is going to be. Can I prop you guys up on here? Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so you take this piece, retaining ring, put that in there. Trying to look through the camera screen and do this, that's why it's not going on so easy. Now you could use a large bladed screwdriver to get this thing tight, right here. I'm in a little trouble, I'm sorry. Be a little tricky. Fine thread, so you want to make sure you don't press that. It should thread very easily. Okay, so you tighten down that retaining ring. Take your lock key cylinder. Put this in the open position again. That latch has to be in the open position for this to pop in there. Then you just kind of push this in and it kind of go on its own. You just got to rotate it around a little bit. You'll go through the little detent. Push it in solid, nice and firmly. Open. Close. Open. Close. Works perfectly. Now, as you can see, I have this straight. That loosing I was talking about before, if you pull up on it and spin it counterclockwise, like that, you get a little jiggle to it. And that makes it helpful to see into that window right there and depress that tab. So I hope this helps somebody. I know mine was really loose and I just tightened it back up again. Nice and solid. So hopefully when we're off four-wheeling, it won't rattle like crazy anymore.